Possible here locally, a low of 65. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley. Tying together a fatal shooting and a vehicle fire. Milwaukee police investigating an incident that started 11:30 Sunday night near 84th and Carmen on the northwest side of Milwaukee. A 31-year-old died at the scene from a gunshot injury. The suspect then drove the vehicle to 34th and Hour and set it on fire with the victim inside. Milwaukee police are still looking for that suspect and investigating the circumstances leading up to the shooting. Decision Wisconsin. The campaign trail will go through Eau Claire. Republican vice presidential nominee Senator J.D. Vance will deliver remarks at a campaign event in Eau Claire on Wednesday afternoon. His campaign says he'll be speaking at Wallard International, which makes equipment for the aviation industry. Vice President Kamala Harris will also hold a campaign rally in Eau Claire on Wednesday. She will likely bring her yet-to-be-named running mate with her.
Wisconsin cheese wins more awards than any other state or country.
That's Ann Schultz, coordinator for the Wisconsin State Fair Dairy Promotion Board. They're one of the sponsors of Dairy Lane, an area that showcases Wisconsin's cheesy history and impact, she tells WTMJ, spanning the state.
We have such a rich history and over 1,200 licensed cheesemakers in the state. It's such a part of who we are as a state.
You can find Dairy Lane in the lower dairy barn at the fair. Sky-high somersaults, a speed juggler, and a world-class clown cirque at the fair is back for its second year at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Go under the big town for a cirque at the fair show and you might recognize the ringmaster. Ian Garden starred in the series Circus on Amazon Prime.
Bring shiny shoes, a whistle, and a top hat.
Yeah.
Right.
Garden joined Wisconsin's Midday News on Monday. He's a third-generation circus performer.
My grandfather started the first circus in Canada in 1938, so we actually became the oldest, largest circus in Canada. And it went on to my dad, and from my dad, I ended up graduating high school and running away and joining the circus.
Now he produces the show, too.
We've got a cast of over 20 with performers from around the world. We have people from Mongolia, from Italy, from Canada.
Jessica Ty, WTMJ News.
The cirque at the fair shows are free, and you can see them every day at State Fair at noon, 3, and 6 p.m. Sports, traffic, and weather coming up next. Sighting Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 6:02.
This report is sponsored by Diamonds Direct. Your love, their passion.
When you ask people here, what's the one thing that makes Diamonds Direct their favorite jeweler? For some, it's the unbeatable pricing we get through our direct importer. No middleman connections. The foundation of our business since day one. For others, it's the uncompromising quality. From hand-selected diamonds to handcrafted designer rings. Only the best of the best. Some people put selection at the top of their list, as Diamonds Direct offers up to 30 times the options you expect from a typical jewelry retailer. For some, it's our luxurious showroom with diamond experts who genuinely care about your experience and happiness, and who are empowered to do whatever it takes for you. Others rave about Diamonds Direct's unmatched warranties and guarantees that include free service for life and an extraordinary 110% diamond upgrade promise. But you know the most often answer we get when asking what makes Diamonds Direct stand out? It's not one thing, it's everything. Diamonds Direct. Value, luxury, choices, and confidence. Get directions, hours, and more at diamondsdirect.com. Diamonds Direct, now open in Wauwatosa.
These are powerful, FDA-approved pharmacological pain treatments precisely administered by an easy injection to the root source of your pain. Positive patient outcomes are over 91%. And we do this conveniently. The entire process is performed in office, so it's very easy for our patients.
Rejuvenix founder Richard Salinas, with the help of some of the finest pain relief physicians in the country, have helped bring their proprietary pain treatment formula to the forefront of pain relief medicine. Having performed over 100,000 pain treatments and counting, patient results have shown again and again that pain relief is possible in shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees, with some patients' pain relief lasting more than 2 years.
We're in network with almost all major insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicaid, and this could mean zero out-of-pocket costs for your pain relief treatment.
Rejuvenix. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Go to rejuvenix.com to request your free pain evaluation.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All sports desk. Despite losing 4 of their last 5 games, the Brewers beginning the day with a 5.5 game lead over the Cardinals for first place in the NL Central. They resume the 6-game road trip after a travel day today. They'll play Tuesday night at Atlanta against the Braves. You can hear our coverage starting at 5:45 here on WTMJ. Giannis and Team Greece will take the floor on Tuesday at 4 a.m. Central Time. Get up early to see the Greek Freak. Team USA's current medal count at the Paris Games stands at 78. Taking a look at your roads now, it is your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic, and we're still keeping an eye on the problems on 43. The right lane is blocked due to a crash at Keefe on 43 southbound, and you're looking at solid brake lights, bumper to bumper, all the way up past Capitol, past Hampton, all the way past Silver Spring Drive. Bit of a mess out there right now. You're going to have probably at least 10 to 15 minutes delay. 43 northbound a little bit better, but you're still going to have a tap of the brakes coming up out of the Marquette. You'll see some slowdowns up past Locust Street, almost all the way to Keefe, where the accident is on the other side. Time for the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Rain and storms likely tonight. We are going to see around 1 to 2 inches of widespread rain. Locally here in Milwaukee, higher amounts are possible. The low is going to be 65 degrees. Morning showers continue into Tuesday, then partly cloudy, breezy and cool, a high of just 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny and pleasant, a high of 78. Thursday, mostly sunny and beautiful, a high of 80. Friday, partly cloudy, a slight chance of showers, and a high of 76. Right now in Madison, it is 77. In Green Bay, it's 66. In Waukesha, it's 75. And in Milwaukee, it is 73 degrees. I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley. Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 6:06.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Max.
Good evening, live from the Wisconsin State Fair, broadcasting inside the Bank 59 studio. The sun is streaming in. The breeze is blowing. It is beautiful. I did check the weather. It doesn't look like there's any chance for rain until closer to 10 o'clock, which means you can come, stroll, get your nosh on, enjoy some great live music. I will tell you, I'm fueled up thanks to Leff's Miller Lite Sports Bar and Grill. They are on the 2nd Street and Grandstand Avenue next to the Wisconsin Products Pavilion. Oh, they have been firing up some fantastic chicken fingers and French fries for me to power through this 2-hour What's on Tap, and I am excited because, first of all, we're on site at the Wisconsin State Fair. We got some special guests lined up. I have in the studio with me now, who you will see very soon in his very colorful Wisconsin State Fair t-shirt, a plein air painter named Larry Schultz. And today and tomorrow is plein air painting days at the Wisconsin State Fair. And you can even take home some of this art done by local artists. So we'll share more about that with our visit with Larry in just minutes, because there's all kinds of creativity at the fair, not just food. There is even more to enjoy. Painting al fresco. Also, the legendary and lively Mr. Peter Noon of Herman's Hermits may stop by, which would be delightful. I certainly would roll out the red carpet for Mr. No One. So hang tight if we can get Herman's Hermits star Peter Noon in the studio. Could happen about 6:30, so don't go anywhere. Also, you've heard of Black Cat Alley on the east side, which is now the alley full of murals right behind the Oriental Theater. It just really has transformed that space and become a creative destination on the east side. Well, Waukesha has some similar plans for Friedman Alley, and they have an open house tomorrow at Waukesha City Hall. We're going to find out more about the plans that they have for Friedman Alley from Robin Grams, one of the city associate planners in Waukesha. And we've also got the ringmaster for Cirque at the Fair stopped by Wisconsin's Midday News. And come on, anybody who can give you behind-the-scenes stories inside the big top, you want to hear from him. So we'll revisit that fun conversation. And last call for a cool contemporary art exhibit at the Milwaukee Art Museum. Idris Khan, that has been up all summer, but this is the last week. And if you haven't been there, I highly recommend it. If you're a music fan, you'll enjoy it. If you like a progression from like gray and charcoal into bright colors, you will enjoy it. So you'll find out more about that, and I'll show you some of my experience on our YouTube live stream. So, which if you haven't already, text 855-616-1620. Text the word WATCH to 855-616-1620. We'll text you a link right back so you can also see what's happening at the Wisconsin State Fair with our webcams. Meet the hip-hop architect who will be designing the new African American Art Museum planned in Milwaukee. He will join us tonight. And also producer Matt Yazel. He's back at the studio. Thank you, Matt. He's going to give us his reviews of his faves and not so faves of Wisconsin State Fair sporkies and drinkies. Another way we can be of service to you to help you decide what to spend your tasteful dollars on here at the Wisconsin State Fair. But stay with me. We're going to talk with Larry Schultz, plein air painter, about what the heck is it in the first place and how you can enjoy it here at the Wisconsin State Fair. Next on What's on Tap.
Throughout history, some people have been born into greatness because of their name or family. Others gained greatness because of their actions. On Wisconsin's Morning News, we celebrate everyday heroes, the John or Jane Doe who had no idea when they woke up one morning they'd be saving a life. Everyday Heroes, Thursday at 6:40 on Wisconsin's Morning News. Presented by Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living, transforming the culture of care.
You wake up feeling like you just boxed 12 rounds. Some wake up sweating with sore jaws, headaches, and a lot of our patients complain of brain fog. I'm Dr. Madan Kandula, and these signs, often joined with snoring, are sleep apnea symptoms. And if this sounds like you may have been in a struggle last night between you and this serious disorder. Many people aren't willing to fight back. But the fact is, you can't go through these nightly struggles without ramifications that each night chip away at your life's expiration date. I get it. You don't want to wear a CPAP mask. You may find out you don't need one. We have every effective sleep apnea solution available. And believe me, the mask is the last resort.
Solving your breathing triangle problem can lead to better sleep and a better quality of life. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Results may vary.
When you're at State Fair this year, be sure to check out the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, State Fair's largest free entertainment venue, featuring acts like Here Come the Mummies, Gaelic Storm, and Pat McCurdy. Bank 5-9 is a proud sponsor of the fair and a proud supporter of the local Wisconsin communities they've served since 1859. So grab your bucket of lemonade or beer, something on a stick, and join Bank 5-9 between August 1st and 11. Member FDIC.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ.
I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before.
Oh, we'll all be singing along with that song tonight as loudly as possible. Herman's Hermit starring Peter Noon, one of 2 nights here at the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, one of the free shows you can see at the Wisconsin State Fair. A fine, fine annual tradition that I look forward to. I have invited our dear friend Peter Noon to come stop by the WTMJ studio before his show. So if the stars align, 6:30, just after the newscast, Peter Noon will be right here in the WTMJ Bank 5-9 studio. So stay with us. And also, we definitely have the WTMJ live YouTube stream up if you want to join in that way and watch what's happening here at the Wisconsin State Fair. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you a plein air painter named Larry Schultz. But Larry, you have a fancy title. Tell me.
I'm the superintendent of the plein air painting competition here at the State Fair.
How do you acquire the superintendent position?
Well, in 2014, I was the first ever State Fair poster contest winner.
Oh, what an honor.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that even happened. And we got talking after that, and somehow it came up that I did plein air painting, and I was telling them about all the competitions that are popping up in all the communities here and there and everywhere. And they just were inspired to, hey, let's try that at the State Fair. And here it is. We've been doing it for over 10 years.
It's wonderful. And it is part of the attraction as you stroll around and you see an artist and an easel and painting. And it's like, are we supposed to approach the artists and ask them, or should we leave them in silence to create?
Oh, don't be afraid. They love it. That's why they're here. It's the interaction between the artist and the people is part of the experience that's exciting.
What is it that excites you? First of all, how do you describe? It's called plein air painting. Plein being a French word. We're all talking about Paris and the Olympics, so right in there with it. Plein air painting is?
Basically, what it is painting outdoors from life and trying to catch the moment, the lighting, the atmosphere, the feeling of the moment. It's got to be quick because everything changes, and you're basically outdoors painting from life. Here at the fair, we let them paint in the barns because they want to paint the animals too. So basically, it's outdoor painting.
And what is it that drew you to plein air painting in the first place?
It was basically, someone told me you need to try this because it expands your art experience. You see things in life that you don't see in a photograph. And it's really true. And a lot of artists are afraid to try it, but once you jump into it, it's always an adventure. And every time I do it, it's an absolute adventure. One time I was painting a barn, and my dog was sitting down to the right of me, and I don't know what made me look, but here was a deer standing right behind me looking over my shoulder.
Oh!
Like the people do here at the state fair, looking over the artist's shoulder. And every time I do it, it's an adventure.
Art brings people together, and even the deer. But it is wonderful that you were that still, that in the moment, like you said, being in the moment, that a deer would even approach you.
Oh, yeah.
And also be fascinated by what you were creating.
Yeah, I've had chipmunks running over my toes and rabbits swimming in creeks here and there, and it's just been a great, exciting thing. But you do learn so much as an artist to be able to see from life and get the feeling of where you're at the moment that you don't always get in a photograph.
And get you just outside your comfort zone enough of your own creative process where I feel like sometimes I'm a person who can just stay at things too long. I know that blessing and a curse, but it's just so if you're really working on getting an eyebrow or getting a leaf of corn, a stalk of corn right, and then all of a sudden the light changes, the wind blows, okay, you got to move on.
Yep, it forces you to be loose. And it's real easy as an artist to get real tight and tiny and detailed, and it makes you stiff a lot of times. So this just forces you to be looser and find out you can do it.
So you're going to be loose tomorrow. We're going to let you loose in Wisconsin State Fair Park. You'll be painting. When will your day start? When will it end?
Well, today the artists are out all day long. They can paint whatever they want. But tomorrow morning, we have what we call a quick paint, which they only have like 2.5 hours to paint. And a new event that I'm excited about because I work at the State Fair. I couldn't paint as a participant in the competition.
Because you're the superintendent.
Right. But they have a new event just for State Fair employees. So I'm going to be punching out at the clock, and I get to paint for 2.5 hours, too. And so I'm really excited.
Do you already have your spot picked out, or will you just let the spirit move you?
I pretty much took a walk today just to
Scout
see
it out?
see where I wanted to do, because I'm going to have a short time to get ready and do it. And I think I know where I'm going to be.
I won't ask you to reveal that, but I will ask you what has inspired you in the past? At the Wisconsin State Fair. Is it, like you said, bunnies swimming? Is it baby chicks? Is it people watching, which is always an interesting thing here at the fair?
A lot of painting that I do is of dairy cows and horses and things. I go to the World Dairy Expo every year, and so I usually like to paint animals, but at the State Fair, we have a certain area on Grandstand Avenue over there where all the quick paint is going to be taking place. So that's a good place if you want to find artists tomorrow morning. And the employee paint will be there too. So I'm kind of going to be hanging around down by the exotic animal food trailer. It's still animals. It's just different kinds there.
It sure is. How funny. And what kind of gear do you bring?
Well, I have a paint box. It's called a French easel that unfolds into an easel and has all your paint in there together. And a lot of artists, they'll sit and paint at their easel. I love to stand. I can't sit still too long.
Gives you that good energy. And
yeah.
So do you really do not mind when people come up and comment and go, oh, I see that's coming together, or what you doing here? You as an artist don't mind that?
Oh, no, I love it. That's why I stand. I just can't sit and be quiet all the time. I've always been that way since I was a kid.
So after the quick paint tomorrow, which is just a 2.5 hour I shouldn't say just a 2.5 hour competition, but that's the time limit on the competition. what happens next and where are these paintings going?
And then all of the paintings get turned in by 11 o'clock. They get hung up in the exhibition hall, the north end of the exhibition hall in the lobby, and then they get judged, and they may win grand prize, or they may win a ribbon for being the best dairy painting or something like that. And then at 5 o'clock, after the judging is over, they all go up for sale. And so anybody can purchase them. They stay here the whole week, but you can purchase them right then after the...
And who gets that money?
It goes to the State Fair Park Foundation, which is to help, build new things and keep the thing going and things like that.
And continue beautifying, because there's beautiful landscaping and art all throughout the Wisconsin State Fair.
Right.
What a wonderful way. And how many participants?
We have 38 artists this year for the main event, and 13 of us employees will be painting tomorrow.
Oh, Larry, how exciting. Thank you. So you are such the right ambassador for plein air painting. I can hear the enthusiasm in your voice, and I am thrilled that you get to jump back in and paint again tomorrow. I can just tell you're itching to do it.
I know. Every year I'm just jealous.
Look near the exotic animals. So this will be earlier in the morning or starting at 11 tomorrow?
It starts from 9 to 11.
9 to 11.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys get special access before the gates even.
Yeah.
To come in and paint. Well, we look forward to seeing it, and happy painting, keep creating, and keep inspiring others. How do people get involved for next year?
Just go to the State Fair website, and it'll tell you, click on plein air, and it'll give you all the rules and everything you need to do by July 15th next year.
Excellent. I hope you've inspired some artists.
Yeah, and thank you so much.
Larry Schultz, Superintendent of Plein Air Painting here at the Wisconsin State Fair. Thank you so much.
Yep, and thank you.
And free concert tickets, that always sounds good, doesn't it? Stretch your entertainment dollar. Your chance to win tickets to Potawatomi's next amplified summer concert. I'll tell you next on WTMJ.
The Upswing with Jeff Sherman.
I'm going to do my best to create a coffee index.
Get to know what's going on in the community and businesses throughout Milwaukee and Wisconsin.
Where I showcase, hey, here's what I paid for my cup of coffee coming in, so you can look at your pocketbook and say, all right, wow, is that worth it?
Weekdays from 10 to 11 on WTMJ. Presented by Horicon Bank, the natural choice for all your banking needs.
Everybody knows, if it's summer season, it's festival season. And Potawatomi has the winningest one, WinFest. You could make it an awesome August with a share of $500,000. Play with your rewards card for entries. Hourly drawings every Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. $25,000 in cash and prizes each drawing. It's the $500,000 WinFest. Get in on the fun. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at pacebig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Rosetta Stone is the expert in language learning. Get 50% off a lifetime membership. Visit rosettastone.com/radio today to purchase and learn for life.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstad here. I absolutely love Wisconsin this time of year. It's absolutely heaven, especially on a lake, especially after a swim perhaps, or maybe even water skiing. But again, you know how that goes. You do something like that, then the joint pain really starts to act up. The knees really start to bark. And you know you want to take care of it, but you don't want surgery. Well, there is another way. QC Kinetics. There's exciting new cellular therapies that can get you lasting relief in your joints, and the place to go is QC Kinetics, using cutting-edge treatments, but no surgery, no drugs. And here's the best part, no downtime. You can get right back to work the day of your treatment. Call QC Kinetics today and find out what they can do for you. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. This is the future of medicine. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 414-285-3474.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max.
5-9 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair. You are hearing the sounds of Third Eye Blind, who are coming to Potawatomi's Amplified concert series on August 31st. This will definitely be one of the songs that they perform. I did a little research. I watched PBS Passport has a Third Eye Blind concert on it from 2022 at Red Rocks, which Red Rocks is just such a magical concert venue, and it surprised me. I'll just say, like, they're one of those bands that were always on the radio in the background, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I love Third Eye Blind, and you see people just rocking out. So many bands mean so much to people at certain times of their life. And if Third Eye Blind is one of those bands, then get psyched, because August 31st, they are going to be at Milwaukee's hottest music festival. They are outside now at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, and you can see them live and in person. Think about the songs: Semi-Charmed Life, you just heard. How's It Gonna Be? Jumper, that's one of those. There's some solid songs. Actually, you know what I really like? It was Never Let You Go. It has this good guitar part in it. But it's a band. Go see them. Summertime. Now you know that they are going to be here. But now you know you can also win concert tickets because you're smart enough to listen to What's on Tap. So how would you like to win free tickets to see Third Eye Blind? I'll make it easy for you. Callers, because it's 3, Third Eye Blind, right? How about this? Caller 3 and caller 4 will win a 4-pack of tickets to go see Third Eye Blind. August 31st at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Tickets at paysbig.com. But right now, 855-616-1620. That's 855-616-1620. Callers 3 and caller 4 get a 4-pack of tickets to see Third Eye Blind. Matt Yazel, you were saying you were bopping along to the songs? Uh-oh. I hope my producer's
Hi, Sandy.
there.
Yeah, I was taking calls. What'd you say there? I think I missed you.
Aha! You were talking about putting the songs into the system so we could play some of those. Semi-Charmed Life. Any other songs that you have at your fingertips to show?
Oh yeah, let's see. All right, we got Never Let You Go. Here we go.
This is the guitar part that I like. There you go. Potawatomi's Amplified Concert Series, Third Eye Blind, August 31st. How's it going to be? As the pun goes, it's going to be amazing. Yep. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Tickets at paysbig.com. Matt is going to be answering the phone, 855-616-1620. Callers 3 and callers 4 will set you up. And this is not your only chance to win Third Eye Blind tickets tonight. Stacking them up. Got even more around 7:30 tonight. So if you aren't a winner right now, don't be sad. Just keep your cell phone handy, because there are more opportunities for you to win freebies. I'm Sandy Max, live at the Wisconsin State Fair, and I promised special guests. And I can say that we have one. You want to just say hello really quickly before we do the news?
Peter Noon Herman from Herman's Hermits, and I'm here with Sandy on WTMJ.
Oh, you've done this before.
Yeah, I can read upside down as well.
I'm so excited that you're back. Welcome back.
We've been here every year for 20-something years now.
It's a fine tradition.
It is, and it's nice, and I think it's the same bank this year.
Bank 5-9.
Yeah.
Are you feeling welcomed back to Wisconsin?
I love it here. You know, we've always liked it here. It's people are nice here and friendly, and they wander around safely. So that's always a good feeling.
I always feel like as soon as you step on that stage, if you don't feel a warm welcome, then something's wrong. We show up.
I'd go out there and start asking questions if they're not welcoming.
Well, we have more with Peter Noon. Herman's Hermit, starring Peter Noon, because you're so nice to stop by. He's going to be on stage at 8 o'clock. So making time to stop by WTMJ. We will chat more with Peter Noon before Herman's Hermit, starring Peter Noon, tonight at 8 and tomorrow at 8.
Yeah, 2 times.
Don't get out of that chair. Right now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center.
Thanks, Andy. Expect detours in Cudahy. Pennsylvania Avenue will be shut down to all traffic from Grange Avenue to Dale Avenue starting today. Cudahy officials say it's for emergency road repairs. High temperatures from over the weekend causing the concrete pavement to buckle. You can still access local businesses on Pennsylvania and the city drop-off site from Grange Avenue. That road closure should take about 10 days. The first confirmed case of West Nile virus has hit Wisconsin. The Department of Health Services discovered it in a healthy blood donor from Washington County and a dead bird in Chippewa County. The blood donor is not considered a human case because that person never developed any symptoms of the virus. The West Nile virus is spread to humans, birds, and other animals through bite from an infected mosquito. The risk for contracting the virus continues until the first frost. And the Sheboygan Police Department is seeing an increase in grandparent scams. That's when a suspect will call an elderly victim pretending to be a family member or a police officer, telling them a loved one has been arrested or is in some trouble, and then they need cash, gift cards, Bitcoin, or even gold to bail them out, usually just under $10,000. Sheboygan police remind you that they're never going to request bail money over the phone or stop by to collect it. If you get a similar suspicious call, hang up and contact that family member who's in trouble first before giving anybody anything. Time for your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic. And we're mostly just keeping an eye on 43. Everything else is looking good, but it's 43 southbound that remains a mess because the right lane is blocked due to a crash at Keefe on 43 southbound. Delays stretch all the way back up past Silver Spring. Northbound, a little bit better, but still a tap at the brakes around Locust Street. The WTMJ 5-day forecast, rain and storms likely tonight. Could see an inch or two of widespread rain, a low of 65. Morning showers on Tuesday, then partly cloudy, breezy and cooler, a high of 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny and pleasant, a high of 78. Mostly sunny and beautiful on Thursday, a high of 80. And Friday, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and a high of 76. Right now in downtown Milwaukee, it is 72 degrees. I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, citing Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week, Marcus and Chris dive deep into the happenings on the court at the Olympics in Paris. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Market volatility, global issues, inflation, still. More than a few headwinds this year. That's probably why Americans feel uncertain about their financial futures. Boomers, not much room for error. Gen X might need more than a 401k. And for millennials, it's time to get real about saving and investing. Talk to Annex Wealth Management. Build security with a partner on your side for unbiased advice. You may need more than investments. That's why Annex delivers tax and estate planning. There's an Annex plan personalized for you. Click the Get Started button at AnnexWealth.com.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Inspired Closets. Time to get the house organized before school starts again. A well-rounded closet, brand new mudroom. Could be the most powerful rooms in your home. Inspired Closets can transform your closets, your laundry room, your pantry, using their 3D design software and a culture that promises to build what you want and need. Call my friends Katie and Dan today, a wife-husband team ready to help. Inspired days start in Inspired Closets. InspiredClosetsMilwaukee.com.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Gorgeous new roofs, showstopper siding, or classic brick and stonework. How about modern windows and regal doors that'll make your chin hit the floor? To a lot of people, having these things can really make them enjoy where they live. It makes them proud. But there's always one thing standing in the way. How do I make that happen? At Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, we have excellent financing options for most people in most situations. 12 months, no interest, no payments, and exceptional rates for long-term loans that will beat your bank with no additional fees or hidden costs. You can go to SemperFiRoofing.com to apply for your pre-approval today. We want to make any project affordable to almost any person, and we've gone out of our way to find partners that can help make it happen for you. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
Ask about our finance options.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max is back on WTMJ.
Forever and ever, there's a kind of hush all over the world.
We are broadcasting live from the Bank 59 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair. I'm distracted because I'm researching something for my guest. Everybody, please welcome Peter Noon of Herman's Hermit, starring Peter Noon.
He's alive.
On the Bank 59 Amphitheater stage tonight and tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I'm so glad you're back.
It'll be great to be back. We love it. We come every year and we look forward to it all year. You know, it's like when I was a small boy, I dreamed that one day I'd get to play on the Bank 59 stage more than once. And, you know, that dream is like, it's turning into about, like, it's on repeat.
And we're so glad it is.
Yeah. You know, I saw some other groups getting on the plane. And I said, where are you going? And they said, we're going to Shea Stadium and we're going to do the Ed Sullivan Show. I said, oh, well, we're going to play on the Bank 95 stage in West Allis. And they said, really? I said, yeah.
Success is all in how you define it.
I like this place better than Shea Stadium.
You can hear yourself.
Safer.
You can certainly hear yourself, but you
Definitely.
have to be seeing, what I love is the familiar faces.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I see people and I go, see, I can remember faces, but I can't remember names. So I've got a fan club where if you join the fan club, you get a badge with your name on it. So now if I see you in the audience, I can go out and say, hello there. And then you do that little glance down, you know, like at a conference. And you go, hello there, Sandy. How are you?
You've evolved. But you've always been in great connection with your fans.
There's nothing else.
I mean, but it's significant because not all bands are as accessible as you are, whether it's at the merchandise table afterwards.
We don't call it merchandise.
What do we call it?
Souvenir.
Souvenirs.
You have a souvenir of this evening's concert.
They do.
And a T-shirt they can wear if we've got your size. And, you know, what happens is that all that used to be part of the deal once upon a time when I started. You know, think of this, Sandy. The Beatles got all their gear in a van, 4 Beatles, all their equipment, and they had Neil and had 2 drivers. Mm-hmm. Who drove them around and put up all the gear, and they replaced orchestras because they were good entertainers. So we keep it nice and tight and small, and some of the guys are getting fat asses, but you know, we keep it nice and small, and we grow bit by bit and meet more people because we don't have all that nonsense. It is nonsense, you know. Do you need 20 girls on the stage with Herman's Hermits dancing?
Not with you.
In bicycle trousers.
Not with the high kicking and the
no.
multi-talented multi-instrumentalist
Do you need any fireworks when you got a song like There's a Kind of Hush all over the world? Do you need an audience to know all the words that I'm Henry VIII, I am?
That you do.
Yes.
I've been part of that. Yes, that you do.
If they get it wrong, I get lost in the song. I go, oh, bloody hell, Dave, what verse are we up to?
But you really have stayed connected, even just with Facebook Live. I was watching you order a cup of coffee the other day, just because. But I've seen people are like, "Hi, Peter." Like, it is interesting that you have evolved from the 1960s now into 2024 and maintained what feels like a tangible relationship with fans.
Yeah, and hopefully you get a following. We'd had a following when we first started. Her name was Margaret. And it grew and grew and grew and grew. And then
Margaret from Manchester?
From Liverpool, Cavan. and then it grew. And then you peak. And then it sort of gets smaller and smaller. And then those people have happy memories of a good time because I would sign autographs and they'd buy a T-shirt and then they all come flocking back and they say, and they bring their husbands and they bring their children and they bring their grandchildren, and bit by bit we've got the biggest following ever now.
It used to just be one generation because I brought in some of my old vinyl. If you text the word watch, WATCH, to 855-616-1620, you can see Peter Noon on the WTMJ. And I know, on the live YouTube stream. But you can see when I first met you, I did that cardinal mistake of saying, hey, my mom loved you.
Oh, really?
And you were nice enough to autograph an album to my mom, to Linda, but you at least wrote in 1993, P.S. Lovely Daughter. And you spelled it the right way. So, but these are the keepsakes that we hold on to. You even did your little illustration of
Not many
Herman
people
at the
have
mic.
that one with the microphone. That means I must like you.
I hope so. You're here. So you're here. How can we make you feel even more at home? Is it cream puffs?
The cream puffs will be at the end because, well, I'll do a show and I hope it's the best one I've ever done because I'm a weirdo. And
no, but you mean you're not phoning it in.
No, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to work hard and work hard to make it the best one ever. And we've been doing that for a long time because we've only got 10 more years. And then afterwards, I will go and meet all those nice people who've got fond memories, and they will all tell me their fond memories. You know, say,
just like I did.
I saw you in Oshkosh in 1923, and on all that stuff. And then I'll go back to the dressing room, and I'll scoff like 9 of those cream pies with the refined white flour and the refined sugar. And you know what? I don't care because I can still walk.
Indeed. I have something to tell you. I want to ask you about walking, but I do have something really nice to tell you, that you are here on the 100th anniversary of the Wisconsin State Fair Cream Puff. So not only can you get the original flavor, you can get root beer float flavor.
Oh, I want one of those now.
You can get raspberry cheesecake flavor.
And that.
Yeah, we can set you up. There are 2 other flavors that I'm embarrassed to tell you. I don't think you can get the English toffee flavor. I think they're going to stop serving it when you leave.
Do they have the bratwurst flavor?
No. Okay. That would be incredible.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
A bratwurst flavored.
A bratwurst with that cream stuff on it, and maybe some onions and tomatoes, all grilled on top of it.
Leave it to you to kick it up a notch.
Yeah, really.
But you were talking about walking, and I do mean this. How do you stay in your Jagger-like physique, my dear? You have always been like the 10,000 paces guy, but
I know I had to do more.
You're fit.
I figured when you get older, you had to do a bit more, so I started doing more as I got older. More walking, and yesterday where were we yesterday, Rich? I've forgotten.
Arnold's Park, Iowa.
Arnold's Park, Iowa. Lake Okoboji, and I got up in the. It's a beautiful place. America is a beautiful country. You don't need to go be a tourist. If you live in America, you don't need to go anywhere because there's places. I found a path, and it was a safe place. There were kids on bikes without their mums and with no cops, and safe kids. And I walked. It was a 10-mile around the thing, but I had to go to work, so I only did about six of them.
That's
not
significant.
realizing when I did 3 that I only had to go 2 to go all of you know what I mean? So I did the wrong math, but I did a good. I try to up it every day. Used to be 10,000, it's 15,000, and now it's as many as I can. You can do 10,000 steps at Denver Airport waiting for a plane.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you put your mind to it, heck yeah. And jumping jacks. Are you doing jumping jacks too?
No,
draw attention to yourself?
My boobs bounce too much.
But I want to ask you seriously. You have so many stories, and I always love chatting with you. Have you ever thought of writing a memoir, doing something to preserve so many stories? Because when you were 16 years old, you have stories of really some interesting contemporaries, whether it's talking with Elvis Presley, whether it's flying on a plane with Ray Charles. There's so many stories that you have. I know, the ones that stick in my head.
Yeah, Ray Charles. Yeah, you're wearing a turquoise suit. Everyone up here, it's so great. All these people on the airport keep coming up to me and saying, "Hey, Mr. Charles, I bought all your records." He said, Stevie Winwood. You know who Stevie Winwood is? I go, "Of course I know who Stevie Winwood is." He said that he would not have been a singer if he didn't met me. And I go, "Well, I'm sure you're going to meet a lot of people today, Ray. He said, yeah, I think so. I said, you know, you are wearing a turquoise suit. And because he's a cool guy, he laughed. You know, my dad was blind, so blind jokes are good, you know, because he actually said an expletive, which I can't say.
Well, thank you.
But I will do one day. I don't think it's over, you know. It's like I did This Is Your Life when I was 21, and I go, what kind of a joke is this? You know, my life is over at 21. I'll do the next one at 81.
But it's not. It's more just. I heard somewhere somebody said, you know, like your life is the retelling of those stories.
Yeah. Well, I will do that. I'm not sure of the format. I've got this thing started called the Peter Noon Collection that collects everything from the beginning, and you can get access to go and look at it. Like if you want 16 magazine from August 1964. Right now, that's with the lawyers, so who knows? That could be a week or 12 years. I could be dead by the time they've made a deal. But that's what we're doing, because I believe rights is something significant. I wouldn't want to use a Dean Martin show clip, me and Dean Martin getting drunk, unless I had permission for it. Do you understand why?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, you know, because in England we've got slander and libel laws, and I wouldn't like to ever put anybody in a bad position, like, say, you know, a picture of me and Twinkle in the back of a car. So, you know, I'm getting permission and rights from people, and that takes time, and it takes lawyers and bills, and it'll be the Peter Noon Collection, and then I think I'm going to do, you know, I've got a show called Something Good on 60s Gold, Sirius XM. Hello, my name's Peter Noon, Irma from Irma's Hermits. You're listening to 60s Gold on Sirius XM. I don't know what channel it is this week, because anyway, 73.
At least you're still employed there. This is good.
I tell stories, and people who know me have been recording those stories to remind me, because, you know, I'm a bit of I don't really have a plan in life, you know, it all just happens all around me. And so I tell stories from out of the blue, you know, I go, oh, I've got a Mark Lindsay song, so I'll tell a story about me and Mark Lindsay. Oh, I've got a Mickey Dolenz. Oh, I've got an Elvis Presley song. Oh, I've got a David Jones song. And I tell stories up to that. And I say before every story, some of the stories I tell on this show may be true. This one is true. And you know, and it's somebody's recording them and putting them down, because then one day I'll have the picture. And I said, when my book, whatever it is, when it's done, I need a living witness for every story.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, I was so surprised. I have this story, like, I was standing with John Lennon. I used to hang around with him. He called me Hermit, a hermit. I don't think he knew my name or who I was. But I'd hang around with him and take that phone. I was standing there, and we were standing at the concert, and he goes, hey, Hermit, isn't this one of your songs? And the Hermits are on stage in front of 10, 50, we're on a show with the Beatles, it's their show, 10 or 15,000 people, and they've announced me, and they've begun to play She's a Must to Avoid, you know, up to the 19th time, where is it? And you see me in the video, the living witness is the video, me running
full steam
to get on stage, and I get on stage, and I go, she's and out of breath and everything, and it looks like enthusiasm. You know how things read differently? The audience go, wow, he's really into it. He came on like Mick Jagger.
What a great excuse. I was talking with John Lennon.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot, because I like to hang around with people who were, you know, I liked Elvis, and I liked Johnny Cash, and those were the people that I thought would have some information that I might need. Does that sound greedy or avaricious? I liked them because they had some information that I might need.
Well, it was such a time. They were also young, and they were. I mean, the British invasion had never been seen like that.
I think I'm the only person who said to Elvis Presley, "It's not a romantic thing. I love you for your songs and all the 5 different voices you've got."
And his response?
He didn't have a response. I think he thought, "Wait a second. My trousers are a bit too tight for this chat." But so So that was my thing. And with Johnny Cash, I had fun with him. He was a funny guy, and he was surprised that I knew anything about country and where, because we did in England. We thought Johnny Cash was the equivalent of Elvis Presley. We thought Conway Twitty, Johnny Cash, and Elvis Presley were all rock stars.
Well, you got the $1 Million Quartet there.
Yeah. So
practically, when you've got Johnny Cash at that time.
All the people that I meet, I'm always fascinated because I think everybody's got a story. So in the line when I'm signing autographs, everybody wants to tell me their story. And I say, what's your name? If you don't have a badge, you need a badge, get in the fan club. And then I say, okay, Deirdre, is this for you or for your mother? She says, it's for my grandmother. Okay, for your grandmother.
We are thrilled that you are going to have stories and songs on stage tonight and tomorrow night.
I will.
Oh, it warms my heart that you're back.
Cockles of my heart.
Herman's Hermits starring Peter Noon. Do not miss out tonight and tomorrow night at 8 o'clock at the Wisconsin State Fair.
Thank you, Sandy. Old friend Sandy.
Break a leg. I'll see you tonight.
Break a nail.
I did. We'll be back with more on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
With an ever-changing inventory, you never know what great bargains you're going to be able to find at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. It makes shopping fun because the best finds are the ones you had no idea you'd even come across. And when they're at thrift store prices, it feels good. And it feels even better to know you're helping us help others. Shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Loyalty, family. Few things are more important. This is WTMJ Steve Scafidi. Yet another strong storm rolled through Oak Creek in South Milwaukee, causing actual damage at my house. Thankfully, I knew exactly what to do. I called my friends Jeff and Jake at Loyal Family Renovations, and Jeff came by to assess the damage. If your home has suffered storm damage, don't leave it up to the out-of-towners. Loyal Family is family-owned, and the loyalty belongs to their customers. Contact them today for a free damage inspection, and they'll help make your home remodeling dreams a reality. LoyalFamilyRenovations.com.
When you're at State Fair this year, be sure to check out the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, State Fair's largest free entertainment venue, featuring acts like Here Come the Mummies, Gaelic Storm, and Pat McCurdy. Bank 5-9 is a proud sponsor of the fair and a proud supporter of the local Wisconsin communities they've served since 1859. So grab your bucket of lemonade or beer, something on a stick, and join Bank 5-9 between August 1st and 11. Member FDIC.
Oh, man, it's getting so expensive to dine out, but not at the Mineshaft Restaurant in Hartford. WTMJ's John Mercure here. There is free pizza today at the Mineshaft. Every Monday when you buy one pizza, you get a second pizza free. Buy 2 pizzas, get 2 free. Buy 5, get 5. You buy 100 pizzas, you get 100 pizzas for free. The best Monday dining value anywhere. Business owners and managers, bring in pizza for your loyal employees and clients. Your second pizza is free. Your employees are going to love it. It's great pizza. Coaches, bring in your team for free pizza. Your kids and grandkids can safely play in that huge game room. It's quietly tucked away from the dining area. It's big food. It's big fun. It's the Mineshaft. Order now for your employees and pick up your hot pizza shortly, or dine in the cool and comfortable Mineshaft restaurant in beautiful downtown Hartford or near the EAA in Oshkosh. Mondays are tough enough. Don't cook. Buy one pizza today, get one free. MineshaftRestaurant.com. It's the amazing Mineshaft.
There are lots of reasons to want a big backyard, like growing your own vegetables, doing cartwheels, and relaxing after a long day. But here at Truestone Home Mortgage, we all agree that dog birthday party is at the top. At Truestone, we have great home loans, expert help, local dedication, and a focus on what matters to you. So if dog birthday parties are your priority, we'll bring the pup cakes. Metaphorically, of course. It's true, because we're Truestone. Truestone Home Mortgage is a division of Truestone Financial. Membership required. Equal housing opportunity.
Don't miss the savings during Runnings Gift Card Bonanza. Tuesday, August 6th through Thursday, August 8th. Get a $10 gift card when you spend $100. Get a $25 gift card when you spend $200. And a $75 card when you spend $500. The more you spend pre-tax, the more you earn. Shop in-store and online. Don't miss the Gift Card Bonanza at your local Running store. Now with 80 locations. Visit Runnings.com to find a store near you. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
And this song is going to be performed on stage tonight by Herman's Hermits, starring Peter Noon with his energetic backing band. One of my favorites, and you wind up clapping along to it. You can see Peter Noon tonight and tomorrow night on the Bank 5-9 studio, on the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater. Can't you hear my heartbeat?
Every time I see you looking my way, baby, baby, can't you hear my heartbeat? In the park or walking down the highway, baby, baby, can't you hear my heartbeat? When you move up closer to me, I get a feeling that's ooey. Can't you hear the pounding of my heartbeat? 'Cause you're the one I love. You're the one I love. When I feel you put your arms around me, baby, baby, can't you hear my heartbeat? Then I'm mighty glad I found you, baby, baby, can't you hear my heartbeat? When you asked me to meet your mom, I knew that baby we'd be going far. Can't you hear the pounding of my heartbeat? 'Cause you're the one I love. You're the one I love. All my friends are crying out to meet you, baby, baby, can't you?
I think one of the things that patients don't realize is that when they get a joint replacement, that's not a lifetime treatment option. And they're probably, if they are a younger patient, signing up for multiple surgeries down the road.
As a physician and medical director for QC Kinetics, Dr. Caravelli's seen a pattern of trending joint pain. Prolonged medication, steroids, then surgery, possibly another surgery.
So a lot of our patients are trying to avoid or put off surgery, and this is the treatment that can help them do that.
QC Kinetics extracts your body's healing substances, concentrates them back into your aching joints to help heal and restore those areas, providing lasting relief.
Oh, I love being able to tell my patients, before we do this surgery, let's try another option. Let's see if this is right for you, because now they might not have to have surgery at all.
Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Chief Anti-Procrastination Officer Brian Wickert. Most homeowners and home shoppers have heard the Federal Reserve will cut rates by 0.25% in mid-September. Well, I have great news. When it comes to mortgage rates, it's like the cut has already happened. That's how markets work, and it means there's no reason to wait to either start or resume your home search, because most 30-year fixed-rate loan scenarios will now have a rate and APR that starts with the number 6 instead of 7-point-something. The already lower mortgage rates also mean the refi window of opportunity is open for folks who bought their homes earlier this year or late last year with a rate in the mid to high 7s. If you can save $1,000 a year in payments and spend less than that in refi loan cost, do it. Accunet can also typically offer a genuine no loan cost refi, which makes lowering your payment a genuine no-brainer. Don't wait. Click on the blue button today for a no-pressure refi checkup or to get started with your rock-solid guaranteed pre-approval. That's ACCUNET.com.
I was stuffed up. It was almost like someone put a clothespin over my nose. As an athlete, it did affect my performance. And as I got older, the congestion and poor sleep really took their toll.
Mike's a lifetime athlete. After hearing about Advent, he felt he could finally find a solution to his breathing triangle problems.
With my congestion, the kind of sleep I was getting wasn't allowing me to function the way I wanted to.
When your nose isn't working like it should be, it's going to negatively affect your sleep. And then you really can't be at your best at anything that you're doing.
It's been about 5 years since coming to Advent, and what balloon sinuplasty did for my quality of life, that step I took was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Balloon sinuplasty can help solve your breathing triangle problems, which will help you sleep better. And that's going to help you live a better quality of life.
Unlock your potential. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because when you breathe well, you live better. Results may vary.
I'm Brett Matschke, and you're
due for service.
Richlands.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Stay up to date with your trusted and relevant source in news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it is 72 degrees. Tonight, we've got rain and storms likely. Locally, higher amounts of rain could be possible than the 1 to 2 inches expected widespread. A low of 65. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, recalling the impact of a tragedy in Oak Creek. Wade Michael Page, a gunman with ties to white supremacist groups, killing 6 people and wounding 4 others before killing himself in 2012.
Today marks 12 years since the shooting at the Oak Creek Sikh Temple of Wisconsin. Milwaukee business owner Andy Tarnoff joined WTMJ this morning to talk about the impact of August 5th, 2012 on mass shootings and gun violence in this country.
It seemed unbelievably tragic at that time, and it was. But now you think about all the mass shootings, now you think about the hate crimes, and I wonder if it just has become a blip in America's consciousness.
Steve Scafidi, WTMJ News.
The U.S. Department of Justice declaring that mass shooting both a hate crime and a terrorist act. Decision Wisconsin, the campaign trail for both parties goes through Eau Claire this week. Both vice presidential nominee for the Republicans, Senator J.D. Vance, and Vice President Kamala Harris will both holding a campaign rally, separate events in Eau Claire. It looks like J.D. Vance will be speaking at Wallard International at 1 p.m. It's his first visit to Wisconsin since the RNC. Vice President Harris is likely to bring her yet-to-be-named running mate. Community members will get an opportunity to weigh in on the future of the Northridge Mall property.
Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson and 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor will lead a town hall and Q&A discussion regarding the former mall site and will take input from the community on plans for the site's future. The city has remained mum on what lies next for the former mall, which has been mostly vacant since its 2003 closure. Teardown of the former mall began last March, and the city has said work making the site ready for development will be complete by fall of 2025. Adam Roberts, WTMJ News.
Tonight's meeting ongoing at Milwaukee Vincent High School. You still got a little time to get there. It runs until 7:30.
We've been making cheese here for 180 years. That's longer than what Wisconsin has been a state. It is such an important part of our history and our heritage.
That's Ann Schultz, coordinator for the Wisconsin State Fair Dairy Promotion Board. She tells Spanning the State it takes 10 gallons of milk to make 1 pound of Wisconsin cheese.
The milk that's produced here from our 1.2 million cows, and 90% of that milk that our cows produce is made into cheese.
State Fair attendees can learn more about Dairy Lane in the Lower Dairy Barn if you want to learn more about Wisconsin's cheese history. Sports, traffic, and weather coming up next. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 7:03.
Emergency service 24/7. Quality Heating has 25 trucks ready to work around the clock to get out there quickly to solve your heating or AC problem. So when that system goes on the fritz and you want to avoid that sweaty summer heat or bypass the fear of frozen feet, the man in the red van can't be beat when it comes to prompt, reliable service. Call Quality Heating for any emergency HVAC need.
You gotta see the man in the red van. Quality Heating, Quality Heating.
There's a reason why we install Armstrong Air Pro Series systems. When your reputation is on the line, you pick the brand you can trust. It's like our employees. You pick the best to preserve your good name. A guy like me that's been working on furnaces and AC systems for over half my life. I got an eye for the good stuff. And Armstrong Air Pro Series systems fit the bill. This is Anthony Zanevsky with Quality Heating. When you need a good crew installing a system you can rely on, see the man in the red van.
Quality Heating, Quality Heating.
The Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions!
The Bucks in 6 podcast presents a special series commemorating the Bucks championship run in 2021. From the thrilling Game 7 overtime victory against the Nets.
Durant shooting, got it at the buzzer! No, it's a two-pointer.
To the 50-point statement made by Giannis in the finals.
A 50-point game! That's the stuff of legend.
Immerse yourself in the sounds of each playoff round with Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't think twice.
Call Geis.
Since 1955, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. Hey, don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget. They'll even build custom designs to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geisdoors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All sports desk. It's a travel day for the Brewers as they head to Atlanta, Georgia. They're taking on the Braves again for the second time in less than a week. Our coverage will resume on Tuesday night in Atlanta at 5:45. You can hear all the action here on WTMJ. Checking in on the Olympics. Team USA's current medal count, 78. Giannis and Team Greece will take the floor Tuesday in the men's basketball tournament at 4 a.m. Central Time, so early start if you want to see Giannis play for his country. Taking a look at your roads now, it's your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver Traffic Relief on 43. They've cleared that accident that was on 43 southbound at Keefe, and there are no more delays. Everything has worked itself out. Hallelujah. After a tough time on the highway this afternoon, everything is looking good. No accidents, no slowdowns, no closures. Everything is fine.
Traffic is sponsored by the Heiser Automotive Group. Come in and make that deal. Visit Heiser Automotive Group with 4 convenient locations or online at heiser.com. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Lincoln, and Cadillac. Today's your day.
Now time for the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Rain and storms likely tonight. An inch or two of widespread rain. Here locally, higher amounts are possible, a low of 65. Morning showers on Tuesday, then partly cloudy skies. It'll be breezy and cool, a high of 70. Wednesday, mostly sunny, a high of 78. Sunny and beautiful on Thursday, the high will be 80. And Friday, partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of showers and a high of 76. Right now in Madison, it is 77 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 66. In Waukesha, it's 73. And in Milwaukee, it is 72 degrees. I'm Wyatt Barmore-Pooley. Citing Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 7:07.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Max.
Still glowing. Thanks again to Peter Noon of Herman's Hermits, who just stopped by the Bank 5-9 studio here live at the Wisconsin State Fair. He is on stage in about 45 minutes, so for him to stop by and hang out and tell some stories really means a lot. So if you want to see Herman's Hermits starring Peter Noon, he does this yearly at the Wisconsin State Fair, back-to-back nights, tonight and tomorrow night on the Bank 5-9 amphitheater stage, that free stage. So if you aren't able to catch him in all his storytelling and hits aplenty, you can come see him tomorrow night here at the Wisconsin State Fair. A great excuse to come to the fair if you haven't been here already. He's full of song and full of stories, and make sure you subscribe to the What's on Tap podcast. We will post that later tonight. Before 8 o'clock, though, I'm here. I'm enjoying the view. We are looking right out. NASCAR is here tonight on the Central Mall area. So there's some cool cars and checkered flags. And every now and then I see the bungee people sprawling up on the other side of the Cream Puff Pavilion. Funnel cakes, elephant ears, sky glider, all the things you've come to know and love about the Wisconsin State Fair are here. Plus sporkies and drinkies, new stuff to enjoy. So stay with me till 8 o'clock. You can also see our WTMJ live stream on the YouTube. You can see the sights of the fair that I'm telling you about. Before 8 o'clock, you will hear from the ringmaster of Cirque at the fair with behind-the-scenes stories under the big top. Also meet the hip-hop architect. Yep, coming to Milwaukee to make a cool space called the African American Art Museum. Also, they find out about an art exhibition at the Milwaukee Art Museum that is closing this weekend, that I'm convinced you do not want to miss out on. And you can win free Third Eye Blind concert tickets. They are playing the Amplified concert series at Potawatomi Casino Hotel on August 31st. And about 7:30, you got a chance to win tickets. I would love to set you up at those. First of all, on Milwaukee's east side, you've probably heard of Black Cat Alley. It's that alley right behind the Oriental Theater that is now full of murals and not a creepy, funky place to walk. Well, Waukesha has gotten inspired, and the city of Waukesha has some plans for Friedman Alley, and you can find out about that tomorrow night at their open house at City Hall at 6 o'clock to talk about Activate the Alley. And City of Waukesha Associate Planner Robin Graham's been there 5 years, and his projects include Riverside Rhythms Wednesday Lunchtime Music Series and their annual Autumn Walktober Beer and Wine Festival in October. Well, he's also part of planning Friedman Alley. So he chatted with me to update us on this special project.
Friedman Alley, it's a working alley. Which means the businesses are active during the day. There's parking, trash receptacles, shipping and receiving. So it's an active alley, but there is some pedestrian usage, not as much as that we'd like. And the thing that's so special about the alley is it's a gateway between Riverfront Street and the kind of the north side of Waukesha over in that area, the kind of northwest, and then to Main Street, which is the heart of our downtown. So it's a nice, wide, long path into the alley. In the past, actually, late 1900s, the alley was hosted many events such as vendor fairs, Waukesha farmers markets, things like that. So we saw that as a great opportunity to kind of revitalize, make a community gathering space, make it safer, brighter, more artistic, and so that's when we did in 2022 kind of a request for proposal, and we had a lot of applications, but the Kabbalah Washotko Architects, or TKWA is what I'll call them, they're the ones that we chose to come up with the plan for the alley because just they're innovative, they have actionable designs, which was what the city was looking for with that.
Well, they've really had a hand in a lot of interesting work around our area. The Madison Children's Museum, the Iron Horse, the Schlitz Audubon Nature Center, and even where our WTMJ studio is, they were involved in the Grand Avenue Mall redevelopment. So, like you said, they really know their stuff and seem to have a passion and a love for improving our community spaces.
We wanted something that would be visually appealing and something that would really spark interest. If you know, like Black Cat Alley in Milwaukee and some other areas, the new trend is that alleys, a lot of alleys are being reconstructed to kind of art or gathering spaces, tables, things like that. So.
I was going to ask you if you had been inspired by Black Cat Alley and the transformation on Milwaukee's east side. That grubby space behind the Oriental Theater now really is full of murals, makes it photo-worthy. It's a destination where people like to stroll. Is that kind of the goal for Friedman Alley?
Yeah, with its own identity, but also, along with those other ones. Just because, a lot of times they're in communities, certain areas become a little bit more worn, dilapidated, but we actually, I believe in 2022, there's some more new pavement and things put in Friedman Alley, but we wanted the goal to make it a connection, but a community gathering space that could also be creative with art. So one of the things that's already in Friedman Alley is a Waukesha Strong mural that was painted a few years back to commemorate the lives of the victims from the Waukesha parade. So that memorial is in Friedman Alley. So TKWA used that as kind of a base, a focal point, the first part of the art, and started building their design concept with that in mind.
And that's a really positive mural with the sunrise and flowers and butterflies. I think that's a great inspirational start for that. And you mentioned renderings, Robin, so I assume those will be on display at the open house on Tuesday, August 6th at Waukesha's City Hall. What else can people learn by coming to the open house?
TKWA did a great job with city staff of getting feedback throughout the process. We did some visual preference surveys. Do you like this type of lighting? Do you like hanging things? Do you like certain things? And they took those from the public and garnered those ideas to come up with the final design guidelines. Those pictures will be available, and also signage for the alley, some great murals. They had a great idea of having some artistic cabinets that, when they're open, can display individual pieces of art from people or kids in the community. And then when they close, there's art painted on the outside of them, so that it's would be art all the time. And then the main focus is to get to use this alley year round. We do the Walk of Lights, and that goes right through the alley. So it could be a 24/7, 365-day-a-year space.
And what are the next steps in creating this renovation of Friedman Alley?
Yeah, we'll do the open house again. It's Tuesday, August 6th at 5 p.m. in the City Hall lobby. It's before the City Council meeting. The implementation plan, we have approximately a 5-year plan to complete. This is because we're going to be looking at funding for Friedman Alley coming from community development block grants, the ARP grants, WEDC, other local, state, and federal grant opportunities and fundraising efforts. A lot of this will be funded based on grants. It's not something that's going to be done instantly, but it's going to be done kind of a 5-year plan to do so.
He is Robin Grams, one of the associate planners at the City of Waukesha, getting ready to beautify that area, but doing it smart and thoughtfully and through grants. And if you want to go, tomorrow, City Hall, 6 o'clock is the open house to learn more about what is planned for Friedman Alley and to make the most of that Riverwalk and Main Street space in Waukesha. How about meeting a ringmaster? They have Cirque at the fair under a big top right just on the South Grandstand area here. We're going to meet that ringmaster next on What's on Tap.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car? Better start looking. But you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score for Choice and Platinum Choice checking customers. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit score from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hey there, I'm Sandy Max, here to tell you about my friends at Three Pillars in Dousman. You've heard me talking about them, and it's no joke. They are the top-rated senior community in the state, and they're building a one-of-a-kind active adult community called The Fields at Three Pillars on their 300-acre campus, and it's opening next year. You can find out more and get a free lunch. Attend an upcoming info session. You can tour the campus, check out all the high-end finishes going into the fields, and just learn more about their expansion. How you get that info? Go to their website, threepillars.org, or simply call them 262-965-3404 today.
Hi folks, this is Hank Albert, owner of BBC Lighting. With the weather getting warmer, our prices get even hotter. When you visit our showroom, you'll see all the finest brands of lights and ceiling fans. BBC is Wisconsin's largest supplier to new home builders, contractors, and designers. And we display all the famous brands such as Visual Comfort, Tech, Hubbard & Forge, and hundreds more. Our prices are the lowest. I guarantee it. There's something for everyone at BBC, including fun for the kids and our famous free popcorn. BBC is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturday from 10 to 4. We are located at 20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's and Bachman Furniture, all near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
For your next exterior remodeling project, we know you're not asking a lot from us. You want the right products for your situation, you want a few different financing options that can make your project affordable, and you want us to do a good job with minimal disruption to your life. And this one's important. You want a warranty that matters. And we know that checking every box makes all the difference. You might be surprised at how many moving parts go into it, but we have just the right people in all the right places to pull that off every day and make it look easy. The company we have took us 21 years to build. It's an awesome place to work because we never stop improving it. And we think we can do this work so well that we can actually change the reputation of exterior remodelers long term. This is Brad Youngluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
Ask about our finance options.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ.
Broadcasting live at the Bank 59 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair, soaking it in. We are in full fair mode, going all the way till Sunday, August 11th. A lot of your favorites are here, like racing pigs, and a lot of your newer things, like Cirque at the Fair was here last year, and it's back. You see the big top as you come in on the south side, and the Cirque at the Fair caught the attention, in particular, of Jessica Ty and Greg Matzik. So much so that they were just absolutely compelled to talk to the ringmaster, which I think is a great idea. His name is Ian Garden, and he was a guest today on Wisconsin's Midday News with Jessica Ty and Greg Matzik. And Jessica starts with the questions.
You are a third-generation circus performer. How did your family get started in such a unique business?
My grandfather started the first circus in Canada in 1938, so we actually became the oldest, largest circus in Canada. And it went on to my dad, and from my dad, I ended up graduating high school and running away and joining the circus.
See, it's like one of those, it's like a movie. You hear somebody runs away and joins the circus, but no, Ian did just that.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And now you're here at the Wisconsin State Fair, but all of the steps in between, right? So finishing school, joining the circus, I'm sure it's taken you all over the world. Where have you been? What are some of the highlights?
That's one of the great things about what we do is the traveling. We always have a favorite restaurant or a favorite nightclub or a favorite beach along our tour, and that's what makes it so exciting. Along with performing, it's making people smile, bringing a smile to children's faces every day. It's what we live for.
What exactly does your role of ringmaster all entail? I mean, if we had a job description, what would it say?
Bring shiny shoes, a whistle, and a top hat.
Right.
But you're also the producer, too. So there's a lot of work. I mean, what are you doing day in and day out to make a production like Cirque at the Fair happen and spectacular?
Yeah, right. So, we already know we're coming back next year, and I'm already starting to book the acts, put the productions together, that sort of thing. And that goes on for all of our places. So, yeah, every day I'm looking for new talent. This year we have an amazing performance. We've got a cast of over 20 with performers from around the world. We have people from Mongolia, from Italy, from Canada, from United States, and the list goes on.
Wow.
That is incredible. So how do you piece together your roster, right? Do you just go to LinkedIn and, you look for a job posting? I was like, oh, look, they're looking for a lion tamer. I think I could do that. How does that work?
Yeah, well, I've been doing this long enough now that I have a list that we work off of. And again, we strive for the best in the industry, and we like to think we have it here. So we're already planning, like I said, for next year, and I've got probably, 50% of the show already booked.
For you, since you're producing this and you see it day in and day out, what act just makes you go, wow, just still is mesmerizing to you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think all of them are incredible, but the finale of the show, the 9-person Mongolian teeterboard act, is about the best I've ever seen. I mean, these guys are just phenomenal. Very few things make my hands sweat. And that makes my hands sweat.
Makes you a little nervous.
Yeah.
Ian Garden is the ringmaster for Cirque at the Fair. Free show here at the Wisconsin State Fair, which really is cool. You just you can stumble upon it. You can get there early and sort of hang out. Is there a lot of competition for the acts that you procure? I'm just thinking about other similar acts around the country, around the world even. I don't know how big of a market there is for some of these very high niche specialty acts that you have.
Yeah, there's still a lot of work for the performers. I mean, first of all, Vegas, there are so many shows in Vegas, and we all kind of pool from the same people. Ringling Brothers is back out on the road, and there are several circuses here in the United States still.
People who are watching us may recognize you from the series Circus on Amazon Prime. They kind of showed a lot of the drama, didn't they? I mean, it's a TV show, so they're trying to keep you. But is there drama?
Yeah, there's definitely drama. I was very fortunate because they gave me final edit.
Oh.
So, we're careful. Of course, we allowed the drama, but, some of it we keep, backstage.
So what is some of the drama that happens? Spill the beans for our folks.
I mean, we've had trapeze artists fall to the ground during the middle of the performance. There's been car accidents, trailer accidents. run-ins with PETA, so those sort of things. But, overall, it's a very safe. I mean, we take a lot of pride in what we do, and we're darn sure to make sure it's safe.
Well, and that's interesting that you mentioned that, because I was thinking, not every show is perfect. And last night, as I was watching, it seemed like one of the horses kind of slipped a little bit, and then they got scared. And I imagine that's hard for you to see, hard for the audience to see a little bit too. But they were fine; they got back up. But it can't always be perfect.
No, and it was an unfortunate incident. The rubber, we have a rubber flooring, and there was a bit of water on the floor, and he slipped a little bit. We did have our vet check him, and I made that announcement at the end. He's perfectly fine, and it's no different than us stumbling.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and he did seem fine, and I don't think the audience was concerned by any means, but it just shows you that as much as you do, things can happen, just like at any other job, any other performance.
Absolutely.
So you got a 10-day, 11-day pit stop here in Milwaukee. Where is your routing schedule? Where did you come from, and where are you going next?
The last fair we did was in Miami. We were there for a month, and now we're heading to the Big E in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's like third or fourth largest fair in the country.
Just traveling to all these locations has got to be that's the show, right? You can make a show out of that. Just getting everybody mobilized, and we just, hey, wake me when you get there. Send me a text. Like, how do you keep it all on the road together?
Especially with the price of diesel these days.
Yeah, right.
It's everybody's been doing this a long time, so it's like waking up every morning and wiping your eyes and going to work.
It's just his work, I know, but it's so fascinating to the rest of us. Is there some act that you're kind of creating in your brain right now? Like, I want to get this going. I want to make this happen. What's down the road?
Oh, we've got a few surprises for next year. We're looking for a big surprise ending. And I don't want to tell you what it's all about yet.
Oh, a little hint? Because you got a little sparkle in your eye. You're smiling big. Come on, a little hint?
It involves some family members.
Cirque at the Fair. It is back. You will be back again next year. So come check it out. Ian, I appreciate your time. It's a really cool experience here at the fair.
You can see the juggling, the aerial dancing, all of that. Cirque at the Fair fun, noon, 3, and 6. And you can always hear Wisconsin's Midday News from 11 to 1 with Jessica Ty and Greg Matzik, and more entertaining guests live from the Wisconsin State Fair tomorrow. I am Sandy Max. We have more art and interesting things from the Wisconsin State Fair coming up on What's on Tap.
In Wisconsin, there is a fair, the Wisconsin State Fair, and there's one thing we all desire.
Is it cream puffs?
No. It requires speed, intellect, luck.
Oh, I know. It's the giant slide.
Not exactly. It's...
Oh, it's stick or no stick.
That's it. The game where you guess if your favorite fair food is on a stick or not.
Join Spanning the State, the show that's all about Wisconsin from 1 to 3 p.m. as we broadcast live from the Bank 59 mobile studio. Meet me, Kristen Bry.
And me, Brian Noonan. And of course, play stick or no stick.
When you have a stuffy nose, life can be a bit unpleasant. Some live every day with a stuffy nose, and that can make life downright miserable. I'm Dr. Madan Kandula with Advent, where we are committed to eliminating your nasal breathing problems with simple in-office procedures like balloon sinuplasty, which requires no surgical cuts, little to no downtime, and can have you breathing better in less than 30 minutes. At Advent, we understand your inability to breathe freely limits your quality of life. And that's why we continue to pioneer the most advanced in-office procedures that have made our practice a global destination for those seeking to live their highest quality of life. Visit AdventKnows.com to see if you're a candidate for the balloon sinuplasty procedure. Because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Breathe well with simple solutions. Breathe well with simple solutions. AdventKnows.com.
Results may vary.
How do we keep our prices so low? That's easy. We've removed the middlemen. Yep, most landscape suppliers have a couple of them in there, and that's okay. But each one of those men in the middle means a higher cost for your mulch, decorative stone, flagstone, and boulders. Feel free to check around. For the quality of our products, you won't find better prices. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. You know, most mulch is reclaimed from landfills, but Erickson's mulch is ground from whole trees. Yep, we process the mulch ourselves to keep the prices nice and low, and use only premium colorant so the beautiful look of new mulch lasts. At Erickson's, we never skimp. And that's why first-time shoppers become repeat customers. Erickson's Landscape Supply. High-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max.
Broadcasting live from the Bank 5-9 studio at Wisconsin State Fair. Still so many stories and sights and sounds to share with you from just this evening. And as you heard, we are broadcasting live right here all day long. It is such a joy to be around people and people who are happy and enjoying themselves on a summer night. The sun is out, the breeze is blowing. I am here till 8 o'clock, and then I'm going over to see Herman's Hermit starring Peter Noon, who was just in our studio. So you can catch up on the podcast for that. And stay with me. You're going to meet a hip-hop architect, and you have your chance to win free Third Eye Blind concert tickets. So stay with us here on What's on Tap. Right now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Wyatt Barmar-Pooley.
Thanks, Sandy. Milwaukee police are investigating a fatal shooting and vehicle fire that are linked. It happened around 11:30 Sunday night near 84th and Carmen on the northwest side, where there was a shooting. A 31-year-old died at the scene. The suspect then drove the vehicle that the victim was in to 34th and Hour and set it on fire with the person inside. The circumstances leading up to the shooting are under investigation. Milwaukee police are looking for that suspect. Decision Wisconsin, both Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance and Vice President and Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris, presumptive nominee, are both coming to Eau Claire on Wednesday, both holding campaign events. We got Vance's location. He'll be speaking at Wallard International, which makes equipment for the aviation industry, at 1 p.m. Not as many details for Kamala Harris's rally, but she will likely bring her yet-to-be-named running mate with her to Wisconsin. And expect detours in Cudahy. Pennsylvania Avenue will be shut down to all traffic from Grange Avenue to Dale Avenue starting today. That's for emergency road repairs. High temperatures from over the weekend causing the concrete pavement on Pennsylvania to buckle. The road closure should take about 10 days if the weather permits. Taking a look now at your roads. It's your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic, and we continue to see good things on the roads after a bit of a rough afternoon. Everything is running smoothly. No slowdowns anywhere around Milwaukee on your highways, and no accidents, incidents, closures, or even any broken down vehicles have been reported. The WTMJ 5-day forecast. Rain and storms likely tonight at some point. 1 to 2 inches of widespread rain, a low of 65. Tuesday morning showers, then partly cloudy, breezy and cool, a high of 70. Wednesday mostly sunny skies and a high of 78. Sunny and beautiful on Thursday, a high of 80. Partly cloudy skies Friday, slight chance of showers and a high of 76. Right now in downtown Milwaukee, it is 72 degrees. I'm Wyatt Barmar-Pooley. Sighting Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 7:33.
IndyCar returns to the Milwaukee Mile at Wisconsin State Fair Park this Labor Day weekend, August 30th through September 1st. The Hy-Vee Milwaukee Mile 250s weekend features NTT IndyCar Series races on both Saturday and Sunday. Don't miss the fun in the free fan zone all weekend long, including live entertainment at the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater with headliners including Ian Munsick and Quiet Riot. Get your tickets now at wistatefair.com and experience Hy-Vee Milwaukee Mile 250s weekend, August 30th through September 1st.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Since 1955, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. Hey, don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget. They'll even build custom designs to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geisdoors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
Don't miss the savings during Running's Gift Card Bonanza. Tuesday, August 6th through Thursday, August 8th. Get a $10 gift card when you spend $100. Get a $25 gift card when you spend $200. And a $75 card when you spend $500. The more you spend pre-tax, the more you earn. Shop in-store and online. Don't miss the gift card bonanza at your local running store. Now with 80 locations, visit runnings.com to find a store near you. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Monica, Sarah, have you heard the good news?
What is it? Joe Gerke says our new store in Bristol, Wisconsin, otherwise known as Kenosha, will be open this autumn.
Kessler's Diamonds is opening a new store.
Indeed we are. It's located off I-94 and Highway 50.
We should reach out and tell people in the area that we're hiring.
Monica, that microphone is on. Tell them what we're looking for.
Do you love people? Do you smile a lot? Are you the person that all your friends come to when they need help or advice?
Kessler's Diamonds is one of the top engagement ring stores in America.
And we're also the largest employee-owned jewelry company in the world.
You're going to love working for Kessler's Diamonds.
You're going to love shopping at Kessler's Diamonds.
Diamond engagement rings.
Diamond tennis bracelets.
Diamond stud earrings.
Diamond anniversary bands.
And big anniversary diamonds.
We do diamonds magnificently because diamonds are all we do.
To apply for a job or find out more about us, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max is back on WTMJ.
Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something. She's the kind of girl who's not too shy.
Something good on stage tonight with Herman's Hermit starring Peter Noon on the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater. We are just a very short walk away in the Bank 5-9 studio here, broadcasting live at the Wisconsin State Fair. I'm Sandy Max with What's on Tap, and that just sound makes you happy. So imagine seeing Herman's Hermits perform it. If you can't get here tonight for the 8 o'clock show, maybe you're in your car driving in saying, stop it, I'm already excited. Or if you can't get here tonight, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, you can see Peter Noon for one of his annual back-to-back Wisconsin State Fair performances. A fine British man, Herman's Hermits, Peter Noon. Another really talented, creative British man. His name is Idris Khan, and he has had an incredible contemporary art exhibition at the Milwaukee Art Museum since the springtime. It's called Repeat After Me. And if you go to our WTMJ YouTube live stream, you can see some of the multimedia art that he has created. And on the screen right now is this really interesting 3-panel film of piano keys that it's beautiful to see, it's beautiful to hear, and it's just one of the displays at this exhibition. I got to see it when it first opened. I really think it's back in April. The summer always flies. But Idris Khan Repeat After Me is going to close on Sunday. And there's a lot to love about it. This is a different video that I took of it looks like this bright blue color burst on a wall. But what it really is, it's words in blue ink over and over and over. That's why it's called Repeat After Me. There's a lot of meditative, repetitive things. He's a music fan, so some of it is sheet music. It's a really interesting art exhibition, and it closes on Sunday. And one of the coolest things is he's coming back to Milwaukee. Idris Khan is going to do an artist talk on Thursday night at 6:15 for an hour. And I think anytime that you have the opportunity to understand even more where an artist is coming from, why they've created this and what their process is, and the exhibition starts with some very kind of almost charcoal looking artworks and then just moves more and more and more into color. And you can see another photo here of Idris Khan explaining one of his really large art pieces that's very black and white and looks like scribbles, but he's got a really interesting variety, lyrical, symbolic, just really what the physical meanings of repetition are. Sometimes repetition is good. It puts you in a routine. So I'd highly recommend experiencing it. It's Idris Khan Repeat After Me through Sunday in that center special exhibition area at the Milwaukee Art Museum. But if you want to get to hear him, and I love that he's here, and it's very special. Marcel Polednik, who is the director of the Art Museum, she's brought some really interesting contemporary artists, and this is Idris Khan's first American Museum exhibition. It's his debut, and it's right here in Milwaukee, again making Milwaukee this worldwide attention-getting hub. So I like it. So go see Idris Khan at 6:15 on Thursday in person at the Lubar Auditorium, or just even just stroll through the exhibition through Sunday. And I wanted to do a quick, we're going to meet the hip-hop architect next, but producer Matt back at the 3rd Street Market Hall Studios. I've got food on the brain. I wanted to find out, Matt, you were here this weekend. What was your very favorite Sporky that you tasted?
Yes, Sandy. I tried all of them except one. There was only one
all
I didn't
of
get
them.
to. Except I didn't try the Dirty Chai Cinnamon Roll Lumpia, so I will have to come back and try that. But
I agree.
My personal favorite was the overall winner, the deep fried lemonade bites. They lived up to my expectations. They were outstanding.
Yum! And what does it? What does a lemonade bite consist of?
You know what? The description was perfect. It was 2 Hawaiian rolls dipped in French toast batter, which is just incredible by itself. And then when you bite into it, you get a lemonade curd filling. And it tastes exactly, it's tossed in a lemon sugar. It's got a little bit of icing on there. It just tastes exactly how it sounds. It's perfect.
It sounds, that was one of the things that caught my eye. I'm looking for it on do you remember where the deep fried lemon bites are?
Ooh.
I know, your pop quiz, but we'll find out. I've got my handy dandy sheet here, and if you don't want to wait for me to look it up, the Wisconsin State Fair, wistatefair.com, is smart. They have a food finder section, so if you just type in lemon, you'll be able to find out where you can get the delicious, sporky, deep fried lemonade bites. Saz's Barbecue.
Yes, I was just going to say
it. Again, I love myself a chart. So wonderful. We'll find out more of the of Matt Yazel's Sporkies and Drinkies reviews, but I wanted to know your favorite, but I didn't know just how serious you took your weekend tasting, that you hit almost all of them. Well done, you.
Yeah, we tackled it as a group. I highly recommend it.
Excellent. And Wisconsin State Fair is not the only cool thing happening this week. It is Bronzeville week, and we're going to meet the hip-hop architect next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Gorgeous new roofs, showstopper siding, or classic brick and stonework.
Perfect.
How about modern windows and regal doors that'll make your chin hit the floor? To a lot of people, having these things can really make them enjoy where they live. It makes them proud. But there's always one thing standing in the way. How do I make that happen? At Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, we have excellent financing options for most people in most situations. 12 months, no interest, no payments, and exceptional rates for long-term loans that will beat your bank with no additional fees or hidden costs. You can go to SemperFiRoofing.com to apply for your pre-approval today. We want to make any project affordable to almost any person, and we've gone out of our way to find partners that can help make it happen for you. This is Brad Youngbluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semper Fi.
Ask about our finance options.
This is Anthony Zanevsky with Quality Heating. When you have over 20 HVAC techs working with you that each have over 20 years of experience, it gives you confidence to be able to go out there and talk reliability, integrity, value, all the things that matter when you hire someone to get the job done right the first time. These words mean everything to us, and we know they mean a lot to you. And that's what you'll get when you hire the man in the red van.
You gotta see the man in the red van. Quality heating, quality heating.
Now's when the summer heat is working your AC system into overtime. And after this long, it may be on borrowed time. But some of these systems really can't last, especially Armstrong Air Pro Series systems. When your AC system says its final goodbye, think of the man in the red van and the over 60 years of experience that Quality Heating brings to your home. To get your new Armstrong Air Pro Series AC system installed right and right away.
You gotta see the man in the red van. Quality heating, quality heating.
WTMJ's Eric Bilstad here. I absolutely love Wisconsin this time of year. It's absolutely heaven, especially on a lake, especially after a swim perhaps, or maybe even water skiing. But again, you know how that goes. You do something like that, then the joint pain really starts to act up. The knees really start to bark. And you know you want to take care of it, but you don't want surgery. Well, there is another way. QC Kinetics. There's exciting new cellular therapies that can get you lasting relief in your joints, and the place to go is QC Kinetics, using cutting-edge treatments, but no surgery, no drugs, And here's the best part, no downtime. You can get right back to work the day of your treatment. Call QC Kinetics today and find out what they can do for you. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. This is the future of medicine. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation, 414-285-3474.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Broadcasting live from the Bank 5-9 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair. I am Sandy Max, and we're going to take you, though, to a different part of town for a cultural festival. Bronzeville Week is happening in the Martin Luther King Jr. Drive and North Avenue area. They've got all sorts of fun happening through Saturday. Trolley rides, pancakes, and poetry. But the real push behind Bronzeville Week is to celebrate arts and culture in Bronzeville and also economic growth by using arts and culture. And one of the coolest announcements today that caught my eye made me want to roll out the red carpet. The Bronzeville Center for the Arts Board of Directors announced brand new design studio as the lead architecture firm for the highly anticipated African American Art Museum that's going to be in Milwaukee's Bronzeville neighborhood. And he is known as the hip-hop architect. Brand New Designs' Michael Ford joins us on the WTMJ hotline. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
I am very good. I think this is an exciting announcement. I suppose it wasn't a surprise to you. Is it an exciting announcement for you, though?
Oh, yeah. This is an exciting announcement. It's a project that I've been excited about for a while and been on my radar for a while, so happy to be the architect on the project and now for people around the city and state to find out.
And how fast does work have to happen now? When does the museum plan to be open?
Yeah, so the museum plans to be open mid-2028, so we still have a few years, but work is currently happening right now.
And have you already drawn up plans? Is that how you get selected for this?
It wasn't how I got selected, but we definitely went through an interview process, created concepts that were not based on anything besides our own initial ideas. But since then, we've been doing an extensive amount of community engagement, so talking with community members that includes youth, and using those conversations to inform the design and direction of the museum.
Is there anything in particular that has informed that design, like some themes?
Oh, yeah. There's been many themes. Now, we haven't narrowed it down to one design just yet, but some of the themes include, former artists who lived or who may have traveled through Milwaukee's Bronzeville community. A number of great inspirations that we are still combing through and still talking to the community to get additional inspiration.
I bet this is a joy for you, though, to dig in deep and learn and find out what people want in this new building.
Yes, it is not just an interest of mine, but also the team at BCA. I think everybody who have been selected to be a part of this project, starting with the architects, we have prided ourselves on being able to engage our communities, and specifically, Black and brown communities such as this. Bronzeville has been decimated by the construction of an expressway that went right through the center of the community, and there are a number of projects like this around the country who are now trying to stitch communities back together. And our team, fortunately, have been a part of numerous conversations across the country, but this is the first museum in a neighborhood like this, and we're excited to be here.
Cool. Well, how do you get the title Hip Hop Architect, Michael Ford?
Well, this started off as a joke back when I was a college student. This is around 2005. My graduate thesis in School of Architecture at University of Detroit was titled Hip Hop Architecture. And to be honest, if I was going to spend 1 year and all of that money in grad school, I wanted to do something that was exciting and something that meant something to me. And that was merging the culture I was born into, hip-hop, the culture that I lived and breathed. It was about merging that culture with my second love, which is architecture. And since that thesis, I've been blessed to be able to travel around the country, giving lectures on what hip-hop architecture is, and also been able to design the Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx, so working shoulder to shoulder with a number of hip hop pioneers and hip hop contemporaries.
And we have hip hop here too. We have a museum.
Yes, you do. And we're currently running a hip hop architecture camp in Bronzeville this week, where we're using hip hop culture as this catalyst to introduce young Milwaukeeans to architecture and urban planning.
I love it. Because a lot of times people just don't know they're good at something or just haven't been exposed to it. And there's so many fundamentals in architecture of design and also, basically STEM, using math but also using your creative mind, all putting that all together. So I love that you're inspiring young people by combining something that most people haven't heard together in one phrase, hip hop architecture.
Yeah, and one of the things that our young kids do, it's very fascinating. I'll say that hip hop is a very complex math calculation, but our young people do intuitively and instinctively. So complex that people don't recognize how much math is involved in it. And what we do with the hip hop architecture camp is bring out that cultural genius that is within writing bars, counting lyrics, creating music that taps into your soul. We've been able to help our young folks extract that math and extract those complexities that make hip-hop music what it is, and now be able to apply that same geometry, that same math into creating architectural structures.
I love that you are part of it. I love that you've found this algorithm, this alchemy almost. Brand New Design Studios. Michael Ford, also known as the hip hop architect. So glad you're going to be changing the shape of the city with the African American Art Museum in Milwaukee, soon to be opening. We'll keep an eye on it through the next 3.5 years.
Yes. You can keep an eye on it. Please follow bcamke.org. You can get more information about the project there and be involved with the upcoming community engagement. I'm looking forward to working with you all to bring this project to life.
Oh, thank you so much, Michael, and happy Bronzeville Week.
Same to you. Have a great one.
You too. Thanks to Michael Ford from Brand New Design Studio. He is the hip-hop architect and making a difference right here in Milwaukee. We'll keep an eye on the progress of the African American Art Museum in Bronzeville. Stay with me. You have a chance to win Third Eye Blind tickets next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
It's like playing baseball in the house.
Mom, Dad broke the window.
Without the risk of...
Again.
That. Every Thursday at 8:40, play virtual baseball on Wisconsin's Morning News. Step up to the virtual plate and test your mettle against the best.
Swing and a drive to right.
It's virtual baseball, presented by Siding Unlimited. Only played here on WTMJ.
You wake up feeling like you just boxed 12 rounds. Some wake up sweating with sore jaws, headaches, and a lot of our patients complain of brain fog. I'm Dr. Madan Kandula, and these signs, often joined with snoring, are sleep apnea symptoms. And if this sounds like you may have been in a struggle last night between you and this serious disorder. Many people aren't willing to fight back. But the fact is, you can't go through these nightly struggles without ramifications that each night chip away at your life's expiration date. I get it. You don't want to wear a CPAP mask. You may find out you don't need one. We have every effective sleep apnea solution available. And believe me, the mask is the last resort.
Solving your breathing triangle problem can lead to better sleep and a better quality of life. Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Advent knows.
Results may vary.
Do you want the economy mulch or the premium? The only real difference is that the premium mulch has thicker strands, while the economy mulch is finer. But the colorant we use for both is of the highest quality, and that's why the color of our mulch lasts longer. And our mulch comes from trees, not pallets, and we process it all in-house. That's why our prices are so low. Erickson's Landscape Supply, high-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection. At Erickson's Landscape Supply, we have durable, maintenance-free polywood patio furniture and #1 grade treated natural pine Amish-made patio furniture. And we also have a wonderful assortment of concrete benches, statues, and fountains available in a selection you just gotta see to believe. Erickson's Landscape Supply, high-quality mulch and stone for a whole lot less, plus a whole lot more. Commercial or residential, visit ericksonslandscapesupply.com to see our entire selection or stop on in today.
As the kiddos get ready to get back to school, you can find really great back-to-school savings at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. School supplies and some surprisingly cool clothing too. And teachers, you get an additional discount. Get the best back-to-school bargains at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ.
One of the biggest songs from Third Eye Blind, that is Jumper. You're hearing it right here on What's on Tap, broadcasting live from the Bank 59 studio at the Wisconsin State Fair. I'm Sandy Max, and want to say congratulations to Brian from Milwaukee and Kim from Butler. They were Third Eye Blind ticket winners earlier this afternoon, and now, it is your chance. You want to see Third Eye Blind. They're going to be at the Potawatomi Amplified Concert Series, which is winding down for the summer, but not before it jumps off in a major way. Get it with a jumper song? They are Milwaukee's hottest music festival, and they are welcoming the band that gave you hits like Semi-Charmed Life, Jumper. It's iconic rock band. Third Eye Blind, see them live in person August 31st at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. How's it going to be? Absolutely amazing. Third Eye Blind, only at Potawatomi. Tickets at paysbig.com. You can win free tickets right now. If you are caller number 7 at 855-616-1620, caller 7, 855-616-1620. We will set you up with 4 tickets to see Third Eye Blind August 31st at Potawatomi Amplified. I'm Sandy Max. Have a great night, and circle back, check the podcast if you want to catch up on all the conversations tonight, including with Herman's Hermits Peter Noon. Have a great night.
A good neighbor would give you a cup of sugar if you asked. At Truestone Financial, we don't have any sugar, but we do have something even sweeter. Open and use a Truestone checking account, and we'll give you up to $350 cash back. It's not exactly what the recipe called for, but $350 can buy you a lot of cookies. It's true, because we're Truestone. Learn more and sign up at truestone.org. Offer subject to terms and conditions. Recipient responsible for applicable taxes. Membership required.
The savings really do add up. Last I checked, we've saved our clients over $7.5 million in real estate commissions. And we'd like to add your savings to the tally. All the same experience, expertise, and know-how as the big-name real estate firms. We just choose to charge you less, as low as 3.5% commission and no higher than 3.9%. Or a full-service real estate agent, including full MLS marketing with no upfront fees. This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com. When we begin your search, I'm not going to try to sell you anything, because it's either the right home for you or it's not. What counts is that you'll have an honest, full-service realtor looking out for your best interests. So think of Benefit Realty as your advocates, which offer full-service real estate commission as low as 3.5% and no higher than 3.9%, including full MLS marketing with no upfront fees. I'm Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com.
Hi, folks. This is Hank Albert, owner of BBC Lighting. Now that we're into the festival season, the festivals at BBC Lighting are bigger than ever. Our huge showroom is filled with all the latest lights and ceiling fans, including the newest LED styles, crystal chandeliers, table and floor lamps, mirrors, and outdoor lights. And don't forget about our lampshade and repair departments. BBC is a festival of lighting, and our prices are the lowest. I guarantee it. There's something for everyone at BBC, including fun for the kids and our famous free popcorn. BBC is open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturday from 10 to 4. We're located at 20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's and Bachman Furniture, all near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
Hey, John Mercure here for Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. Their mission is to transform the culture of care. They specialize in caring for those with early to late stage Alzheimer's or other related dementia symptoms, memory care issues. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living. I've been in their places. I love how they deal with people. It's about compassion and empathy at Azura. Kindness is at their core. 14 locations from the Mississippi to Lake Michigan, 4 here in the Milwaukee area. Wisconsin-based and family-owned. It's about kindness and care. It's Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee. From the Annex Wealth Management Studios, this is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally